this morning I came here with my Bible, and I want to refer you to Luke 14:28. And I'm reading from the New King James Version. That for which of you intending to build a tower or a cathedral does not sit down first and count the cost, whether he has enough to finish it, lest after he has laid the foundation and is not able to finish, all will see to begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. So if the president's covenant with God is the God of the Bible, then he ought to have received this inspiration that if you begin a house or a tower, even God says that sit down, don't be haphazard. Don't build my house, the cathedral, like you're managing the economy and you're managing the country haphazardly. But the most important part is that we are in a deep crisis if this is the kind of leaders we have in our nation. And sometimes I'm terrified and I'm worried about the future. Because whereas your predecessor had 200 million and invested it in Bridge Hospital, you have built a fish pond. Go and look at it.
You don't have the full details to call it a fish
I have
pond.
been there myself. Go and look at it. They haven't even been able to do a foundation.
That's not true.
No, they haven't. They have dugouts. They have dark holes, and now when it rains, it fills there. They haven't done a foundation.
That's not.
If you look at the
that's
plan,
not correct.
You can send your presenters there. In fact, on this show, we have discussed the National Cathedral, and you have even had cause to project images. We are in a deep crisis. This current government lacks vision. And for me, a house of God built on lies, corruption, illegality would not stand. So even God would not be happy and dwell or habit in the places built on lies, illegality, and all these things we are seeing.
If we decide not to continue the cathedral project, we would have wasted money anyway.
Oh, yes.
So let's complete it.
We would not have wasted money. The people who paid money without parliamentary approval will have to refund the money because, Johnny, ask any architect and anybody in the real estate business, whether in Ghana or abroad, in line with best practices, no architect, supervisor is paid the full cost of a building, even when you haven't gotten or you haven't finished with the foundation level. So when you come together with your cronies and you appropriate the resources of the state to the tune of $21 million and you give it to Mr. David Ajayi, who has not even done 30% of the work, and you pay him in full, this is what will happen. And so it's just consistent. They just didn't intend to build any cathedral. You don't have money to build schools. Your agenda 111, you can't even find land. You can't even build hospitals. And some way, somehow, you thought they believed that they can build the cathedral.
The president
never set out.
It's a project of national
interest. But if the
interest.
president can deceive God, who are we as citizens?
It's a project of national interest.
Which national interest?
Build a monument, a tourism hub,
Johnny,
get people to have a space where we can all go and worship,
Johnny,
have national events.
If you decide to visit a place with national emolument, will you go to Notre Dame or you come to a cathedral that will be built by 2040 something? If you want to see the real artifacts and the real historical antecedents of the Bible, would you go to other national cathedrals which took 100 and something years to one that our president, who is not honest, promised God?
All right.
And so I will conclude by saying that I just want to beg God as a Christian that may he not visit the sins of our leaders on us. Because sometimes I'm tempted to believe that our economic crisis and hardship is because of the sins of our leaders. Because the dishonesty, the misappropriation, and the corruption stinks.
Thank you.